Hello, hello, hello. Sir David the Bard. I'm coming to you from phone hell. Let me tell you something, people. In the 1960s, when I was growing up, you just picked up the telephone. You dialed the number. It went through. Every time. The only time you dropped the call is when you let go of the phone and it fell on the floor. And you could pick it up, and it was still there. The call didn't drop, the phone dropped. Now you wonder what I've been doing for 2 days. I know, when I don't come on, you think I'm dead. Come in. I'm on.
Oh.
So, anyway, I just wanted to let you know that I've been doing a lot of thinking of why these young people seem to know so much about cell phones and computers, and us old bastards, we don't even know how to take a piss anymore. Now, let me tell you something. I figured it out, okay? Young people have no life. They have no life. Abigail, between 14 and 16, sat up in her room and looked at her cell phone, and she can type and text in there faster than I can type. I used to be able to type like 45 words a minute. God dang, you young people with your little tiny fingers, goes like hell. Now, the reason you know more is you have more time to screw with that machine. Now, I'm going to show off. I'm going to show off. I can't even hold it. Here's Johnny Phone. There it is. The old, the new, I guess it's a Galaxy 3, TPB and an AAA and a it does everything. Now, my damn kids and my wife, they tried to touch my phone. So I put him in here. Said, take him out. I'm not ever touching that phone. Good. That's what Daddy wanted. Don't touch my phone. Now, let me tell you something. The world is a wonderful technological place. But there's some problems. Because humans aren't smart enough to use that shit. Only a robot can use that. Now, the young people are laughing and going, oh, he's an old fart, you don't know. Now, let me tell you, you young people, you don't know what a gold tooth is. You don't know what a pink tooth is. In fact, you don't know what a Bluetooth is. Now, let me tell you something. You damn young people, you just walk around with that phone in your face. You don't have to know, hello, a lot to make that phone work. Try putting it in a car. When I was at BYU, off the subject, I was always trying to seduce the girls. I wasn't very good at it. I had the first battery-operated record player. It would play the old fat vinyl records, the big ones, and I would put it up in the back window of the car, turn the music on. It was bitchin'. It was a battery that operated it, and it would go round and round, and it would play beautiful music. Now, here's the technological problem. They weren't made for automobiles, so when the car does this, the needle does this. So I had to park, and then I would say to the girl, excuse me, could I just put my music on? And I'd put it on, and then, try to make out with her, and worse. And so anyway, then I would try to drive back to BYU, and the thing was still on. It was the needle's doing. She goes, what the hell is that? I said, I don't know. There must be something wrong with the car. So anyway, technology doesn't always match where it comes in the window of time. There's not a lot of Anvil salesmen these days. Not too many people buy Anvils. So my point is this. You young people, you think you're smart, but you're just walking around with the phone. A monkey can walk around. Try to add the thing into a car on a Bluetooth. Now let me tell you, I've been at this 3 days. And the reason I'm doing the video is because I'm not a stupid person, I don't think. Some of you think I'm stupid. 2 different colleges gave me 2 different master's degrees, so someone thought, gee, maybe he can do something. Now, I get the phone, I take it out to the car, and it would work all right a little bit. You know, we had to pair it. See, I know all these terms now. We had to pair it, and then we had to connect it. I didn't know those were two different things, and most of you don't. And most of you don't. So, I paired it, put it up there. It said it was connected. I just pushed the button. Hello? Call Dan. Calling Dan. Worked fine. Worked fine. I turned the key off. The next morning, I get up to go to the car, and I go, oh, look at that. I forget, it's $300 or $400, whatever it is. This is my $400 phone. I turn the car on, and I go, hello, phone. And the phone goes, I'm silent. I'm not here. What do you mean you're not here? Goddamn, I can see you with my own eyes. But I don't work. I go, you bastard. You're going to work or I'm going to get my money back. They gave me 14 days. That's not a lot of time. You got to run fast to know you got a shit phone in 14 days. So anyway, I go back over to the store, and I say to the people there, who knows how to use this phone? And they all ran behind the back counter and climbed up on a shelf and hid like little children. I said, you sell this $400 machine and none of you know how to program it? Now, there is a Jesus. I want to tell you right now, there is a Jesus. Because this great, big, huge 400-pound man walks into the office. And I said, sir, are you from Jesus? And he says, I am Jesus. A little weight since the crucifixion. I eat a lot. So, do you know anything about this phone? He says, I do. I'm their representative. Now, that sounds important. That sounds important to me. And I said, fat representative, come out to my car and make that son of a bitch for it. Okay. So I couldn't get him in a bucket seat. I had to stuff him through the sunroof, and he leaned on top of the car, and his hands and his head were in the sunroof. So he's working on it. And the man, he's going, man, this guy knows. Jesus, I didn't know the phone had that many adjustments. So he puts it on. The phone is working again. So he says, let me have your wife's cell phone, and I'll download all of her contacts onto your phone. I said, you can do that. He said, I can do that. You got the other, these phones are trying to have sex. I don't know what they were doing. But he said, now, it'll take an hour or so, but when you turn this car off in an hour or two and then turn it back on, all of her contacts will be right there in your new phone. Hey! Good man. Good man. Now, you got it working. You got it good. I'm going to buy you a big Coke. Oh, you don't have to do that. I do, look at you. You're probably thirsty as hell laying up on the roof. So I took him in and I bought him a McDonald's Coke. Well, thought the whole damn thing was resolved. Turn the car off, get up the next morning. I'm not working. I'm in the union. We're on strike. I go, this is your union buster boy. I drive back to the store, and I said, you know what? Is anybody here capable of using this extremely sophisticated device? He goes, no. God, I should have known that before I bought it. It appears that way to me, too. I said, it won't come on. He said, well, do you connect it? What do you mean? I paired it, and it worked, and then I turned it off. He says, no. When you turn the key on, it is paired, but it's not connected. You got to go in and do these two things, and it connects. I said, oh, really? Why didn't any of you tell me that before? That I have been screaming, yelling, kicking the car, throwing the phone out there, people looking at me wondering if they should call 911 and take me away in a white coat. Why didn't you tell me you have to do these two things before that phone will be connected? Well, I don't know. I don't know either, because most of you don't have an IQ over 53. I said, I'm not a stupid person. Just tell me how to turn the phone on. I'll turn it on. You don't have to have a great IQ to do that. Okay. So, I go out now, and when I turn the key off, sometimes the connection in a short period of time will stay. It'll stay connected, but overnight it'll usually die of its own volition there. So anyway, I turn the key on. Now I hit 2 or 3 things. Ah, bam! Hello? Hello? I'm here and I'm working. I go, you son of a bitch. Why didn't you tell me? Just turn the phone on. So, now I'm walking around like this. So I put the phone up in the car. It has this, thing that you can see it. And my son, he calls me. And I had to learn all this stuff now. It's not impossible, but when you have a life, you don't usually want to spend 3, 4, 5, 9 hours every 2 or 3 days to learn about your phone. So I have it on the rack there, and it has a missed call. Oh, missed call. So I push the button, and my son says to me, "You can't have a cell phone, Dad, if you don't put it on your body." I just leave it on the windshield. No, you must have it on your forehead. Get some duct tape, packing, I don't care what kind of Gorilla Glue. You have that on you, so when I call you, you must be available. I do a little bit of help with him sometimes. So, I said, okay. So now I've got to find a place on my body that that phone is going to fit. I've already got this goddamn computer trying to keep me alive, and it has wires and pokes in my body. Now I've got this damn thing, and I'm trying to find a place for it. So I think I got that resolved. Now, my daughter, Abigail, who's smart as hell on the phone. I told you she laid in bed for 4 years to learn how to use it. She says, "Dad, you want to trade phones? Are you trying to do me a favor?" She says, "No, your phone is nicer." I go, no, you're not touching it. It was in my underwear. Don't touch that phone." So anyway, she comes out to the car. She says, "Well, what apps do you need?" Now, I guess an app is an application. This hasn't been around a long time. You young people think it has been. But anyway, different companies, for different reasons, have apps that you can buy insurance on or that you can do. I said, "Yeah, honey, I'd like a couple of apps. Can you get me some naked girls in there?" "No problem." I said, no, I'm just screwing with you. Don't put naked girls in. "Okay. Well, what do you want for your background?" And I said, "Naked girls." No, I don't want naked girls. I said, the sea. So she does this. They go so fast. My big old hands can't even, I can't suck a thumb that fast. So up comes the ocean, and it's in the background. Hey, that's picture. I like that. Says, "What else do you want?" I said, "Well, how about some Google navigation?" "You got it." That quick, it's on there. Just push that one button and navigation comes up. Man, that's cool. I need that. Now, here's the other thing I need, okay? Texting. I can't hit those keys with these hands in a million years. But you know what Mrs. Phone does? It has a little microphone right on the front page. Do you call that your desktop, or do you call that your face top? I don't know what you call it anymore. And I just push that little button, and a red thing comes up, and I say, "Sir David the Bard, who is it?" "Sir David the Bard, YouTube." She talks to me. The question is right there. Jeez, that's cool. That's really cool. So I hang up and I go, "Tallest building in the world." The tallest building in the world is 9,827 feet, the Tower of Babel. It is not here anymore. Any question I ask it, I don't have to type in shit. I just speak. Now, here's what's really bitching. I can't text because of my hands. And when I try to, it's mental institution number 1. I just have a key to the door, where it says, "Drop your key, your night key." I don't drop the key. I pick it up there. Bard's key right here at the mental institution. So, I say to Abigail, "Listen, I can't text." And texting is so important to you young people these days. Most of the time you don't use the phone, you text. She says, "Okay, Dad, here's what you do." So I'm trying to memorize all this. So finally we get down to the text. She says, "Who do you want to text?" And I said, "I want to text you." She says, "Push that button right there. Push that microphone right there." "Push the microphone too?" "Yes." And I said, Hi, Abigail. I'd love you to be my Valentine. Love, Dad. And then push the send. And I watched her phone right beside me there, and sure enough, it comes right up on the phone. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, the technology, but no one knows how to use it. So I say to Abigail, listen, I want to do a YouTube show from my phone to YouTube. I don't know how to do that, Dad. Oh, goddamn, does anyone? I don't know. So I go to the store again. I say, this thing can go to YouTube. I can upload on YouTube. I know it in my heart. Barry Goldwater, in your heart, you know he's right. So he goes, well, here we go. The Reformed Egyptian. I don't know. Goddamn, does anybody know here? No, no one knows. So I bring it home, and my sweet wife Mercy, she has a piece of the pie. See, each one of these technological people, if we want to call them that, have a piece of the pie that they use. The pieces they don't use, they don't know shit. And that damn phone has like 10,000 applications. Things that you would never think. Grow legs and walk across the room. It's amazing. So Mercy comes in, and we're sitting here in my chair for like 2 hours. And I said, hon, can there be a way to do my YouTube show from my car? I can drive around and just show people things and show them the stupid people I meet. It does have extra memory for that, so there's millions of stupid people it can hold. So we sat here for like 2 hours, and we experimented. Finally, Mercy got it. She says, okay, you record your show. Then you share your show with YouTube, and it'll come right up. And it did. I looked at it. There it is. I was testing it. Damn, that is so cool. Now, the other thing, let me tell you, God, that thing does everything. It has a special flashlight. I don't know why I would need a special flashlight, but maybe I do. So I loaded this flashlight down, and it has like several settings. Well, one of the settings is blue and red, like a fire or like a police car. So I can put it up on the pull over. You young girls, I need to talk to you. Pull over. So it looks like a police car. Then there's a LED light that you can see from Mexico. I put it up like a spotlight in LA. You can see it forever. And then the spotlight can flicker. Like, I don't know why you would want a flickering light, but maybe that gets attention. So I played with the lights for like a half an hour. It has red lights, green lights. It has different lights that will blink, different lights that rotate, and the phone will lay there and rotate like what do you call those things on a truck? The diamond things that you get out and you have an accident. So anyway, I'm having my first YouTube experience with the phone, and I'll do a YouTube. I may do several if it works well. Now, I had to say, I had to go to like 9 people to get a piece of the pie. A piece. No one has the pie. No one has the pie. I'd like some pie. No. Anyway, I said, listen, how long does this thing stay charged? And everybody goes, well, and as soon as humans say, well, I know right there, they don't know shit. They're going to just make something up after that word. I don't know. Well, sometimes 3 days, sometimes 8 hours. I said, well, what's the difference? Well, it's how much gigabytes that you have. I said, well, how many gigabytes do I have? And she says, well, you have 5. I said, is that good? Well, yeah, that's pretty good. I said, okay. Now, how long will the battery stay? We don't know. I said, I don't want to turn the phone on and off. I want to just put it in the car, push 2 buttons when I start the car, and go away, and the phone will work forever. Well, you want the screen on? I said, yeah, I want the screen on 24/7. Okay. There it is. I find that. You put 10 minutes, the screen stays on 10 minutes. You can't put it on. It goes into a saver's mode. Well, it ain't my savior, I can tell you that. Anyway, so what if I put it in the car and leave it on all night? So does your car charge when the ignition is off? And I said, no, mine doesn't. Now, I didn't know this. I bet you guys don't know this. Some cars, when you turn the ignition off, the cigarette, we call it a cigarette lighter, you call it a USB port now, and port this, and port left and right, I don't know. But they don't work. Some cars they do. Abigail's new Dodge Dart charges 24/7. You can leave the phone in the car, it'll charge all night. Mine, when you turn the ignition off, that's it. All the power shuts down on those accessory items down there. So anyway, I don't know how long it will last. Now, I had a charge last night, and it's at a full charge. So now we can do experiments and see, how long does that stay charged in the car. So anyway, I just wanted to let you know, this cell phone crap is fabulous. It is, because when you know what you're doing, it's like God. When you can pick a machine up like Captain Kirk, most of you don't even know what the word Captain Kirk is, and take his transponder and say, beam me up, Scotty. Unbelievable that I can ask Google any question in the world and it will come up within seconds. And I can say, like if my Garmin goes down, I can pull up here and I can say, GPS, give me directions from Kangaroo City to Seoul, South Korea. Okay, stop your car at the beach. There's a big ocean. How do you plan to cross that? I'll just swim and hold my phone up. It's fabulous technology, but not one of you knows all of it. Not one of you knows all of it. Thousands and thousands of capabilities that it has that nobody knows. Nobody knows. Now, let me give you another funny thing here. I had to set my ringtone. I know what a ringtone is. It's a doorbell, and I changed my doorbell so it has this nice tone. So anyway, they have like, I don't know, 50 ringtones. Elephant farting. I don't think I want that. Peeing in the jungle. Oh, dang, I don't want that either. Making love, orgasm. I don't want to hear that one either. It has every sound in there except a phone ringing. It has no ring. I have to choose, raindrops over my bald head sound. Snake between my legs sound. There's just not a regular ring. So I had to make a ring up here that I hope I recognize in the car. And then it has this notification. So if somebody sends you a message, like, whatever, a text, it'll go, text, well, it won't speak, okay? I had to go through another. Come in. Oh my God.
Can I borrow some socks?
Borrow what?
Socks.
Black socks? Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
So anyway, I had to get a notification. And the only notification I could get that I heard before, and I know it's a notification, is the whistle. So the whistle comes up on the notification. So I've had a long, hard 3 days just trying to get this little white thing to work. I went to Allison's little dance that she had in 6th grade, and she wanted to use the phone, and she wouldn't let me take my video camera. The kids, they all know everything. I know how to work the video camera.
I told you.
And so I had to take my phone only, and every time I tried to take a picture, you can take a facey picture, which is scary to me. Have you seen my face? And then you can switch the camera and it goes out picture. Well, now I know how to do that. Okay, but I don't know how to make it go out and touch the damn thing and the screen goes off. The screen goes, you can't touch these damn phones. There's only a couple of places, you can touch them. And they don't teach you that. They don't teach you that. Everyone seems to know but me, so now I know you can touch it. What I do, and I don't want to look stupid, but I hold it here by the cord. See, it's like a popsicle. Popsicle, where is the bard? And I love the phone because you can go, I'm lost, where am I? And the phone will go, you're in outer darkness, you should have stayed in the Mormon church. Oh, you bastard. So, anyway, I'm learning. I'm sure there's thousands of things I still have to learn on it. But as an old man, I can't get lost anymore. Well, it can say, you're in the middle of Nevada in the desert. How do I get out of here? We don't know. Maybe. I love it. So when I push that with my Garmin, they're side by side, this one here will come off of the phone towers. I didn't know that. It comes off of phone towers. The Garmin comes off of satellites. And boy, I've been in some places here in Australia where, you know, you can stop and ask a kangaroo where the hell is the nearest water, but most of them don't know either. They just hop up on your hood and do one of these. I don't like that on my car. And on the top, it makes noise when they hop up on the top. So anyway, it's wonderful technology. None of you know it. I'm not stupid. I'm not a stupid person, and as I sit here, it takes hours and hours. Now, I said to Abigail, I want to hear Pandora. Okay. One button. Pandora, doo-wop, comes right up. I go, God dang, this is like the Celestial Kingdom. No doubt about it, it's like the Celestial Kingdom. Everything you want, everything that is known is right there on that little phone. So anyway, I got that app on there. And then I put on, you know, a couple of other apps, because I think it has good memory. I forget what the memory is. I do so little. It has the gigabytes, how fast. I think it's a 4G. Is that really running fast, 4Gs? Is that 4 like God Gs? I don't know. And then it has, I guess, a good memory. And so I got the Pandora, and I got a couple of other things on there that are kind of cool, but I can't remember them. So anyway, take the bard's word for it. None of you know shit. You know pieces. The piece that you use, you know, and know very well. But you got to go to 9, 10, 15, 20 different people. I bet most of you couldn't upload a YouTube on there in a million years. But that's part of my life, and so finally Mercy hit that. So there's things that it can do that are fabulous, and I'm going to keep playing with it for hours and hours. That's the only way you learn. You can't give it to anybody, because when you give it to them, they can't teach you. They just go, well, what did you do? Did you understand that? Bam! No, I don't understand it, you damn fool. So anyway, be careful with your phone. It can slit your throat, it could tear your heart out, and it could tear your guts out. And I'm always going into the true order of prayer. Oh Jesus, hear the words of my mouth. Pay me, lay me, and ail me. Teach me this damn phone. And now I have health in the navel, marrow in the bones, strength in the loins, sanity, power and priesthood. Be upon me and upon my posterity through all generations of time and throughout all eternity. This is the Bard. Be careful of those phones and this technology. I'm gone.